everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. It is a beautiful day here in Albuquerque. It's about 78 degrees. It's nice and sunny. And this is summer weather, y'all. So if you have a chance to go out, do things, maybe go to the beach, take a nice, beautiful walk, do so. This is the weather for it. So I thought, I've got some energy and time today. Why not do some tarot readings on Foodie Beauty? What do you think? Good idea? I think it's a good idea. Let me just make sure that my audio, okay, just making sure that it's on the right microphone. Sometimes StreamYard likes to default to the other microphone, which is not so good. Getting your nails done. There you go. Maintenance. We got our girl maintenance time. Hey, Sunburst, how are you? Good morning. So, yeah, I wanted to do some tarot on Foodie. Some of you have been requesting for me to do some tarot on Foodie. It's been a minute. I actually did a private reading on Foodie, like 3 or 4 days ago. I was very curious about the feeders, the people that send her money, her enablers. How are they feeling? What's their point of view? It was very interesting. It was multi-layered with the feedies. There's resentment on both sides. They were very happy to give her money and buy her food and kind of lure her into, well, you don't really have to do much. Just lay back and we'll send you money to buy snacks. And she was very happy to do that. But the downside of that is that Foodie's addictions and habits are so large now, they can't give her enough money or buy her enough food to satisfy her. Mike, sir, how are you? How are you? Very good to see you, Mike. Always a pleasure, sir. So her addictions and her habits are at such a level now, they can't give her enough. They can't buy her enough. They can't give her enough food. They can't get her enough takeout. They can't send her enough PayPal donations. And has anybody else noticed that when she goes live now, she's not really buying as much as the expensive fast food is normal? Anybody else noticing that she's going more for the sandwiches and spending more on groceries and buying more at-home food versus convenience food? Because I have. And she's not like going wild and buying Kentucky Fried Chicken and Burger King and McDonald's. Like she's having to pare back, like by a lot. Every so often she might have a big meal, but she's having to do like the sandwich and stay at home and cook thing. What did you miss? Not much. We just started. So I think the money is getting really, really tight. And that doesn't surprise me because like money's tight all over. Her feedies, they just don't have the money to give her. She buys partial things. Well, Foodie isn't exactly all that smart. She doesn't know how to take a little bit and make that into a meal or stretch her money. She's so used to having money that now that the money has gotten tighter and tighter, she just doesn't know what to do. She's not that person that says she can go to the dollar store, pick up some staples, and buy a week's worth of groceries off of $20. She doesn't know how to do smart shopping like the rest of us can. She's like, oh my God, I got $20. What do I do? And she'll buy stuff for one meal versus like 3 or 4. So yeah, I've been noticing, I've been picking up on that. And the reading that I did, the feedies, they're like, we don't have the money that's required. She's got people behind the scenes that are giving her money. There's like a handful of them, but the people in front of the camera, when she goes, say, on Kick, they're running out of money. Like they're not donating as much as they normally would because they just simply don't have it. You know what, Boomy? I like that. I like that. There's the old saying about addiction. You can never get enough of what you don't need. True, true. That's why it's called addiction. Addiction is never satisfied. Yes, justice for Goose Chuck. We love our Goosey around here. Actually, I just spoke to her and she might be in here in a little while, like being part of the crowd. I let her know, hey, I'm doing a tarot reading, so she might be in here in a bit. But justice for Goose Chuck. Anybody else in here as pissed off as I am about that? I really love the fact that Goose Chuck was on YouTube. Really loved her flirps. Like, she was my go-to late at night if I was done with work. She would come online and do like the flirps and just sit in there and just crack the shit. And now because of Foodie, we can't do that. That is some bullshit. But she found her way on Kick, and it was a lot of fun. And good news, everybody. I just checked Goose Chuck's channel this morning. She's at 400 followers. Yesterday, she started at like around 30, and now she's at over 400. Suck it, Foodie. That's how much love Goose Chuck has in the community. From 30 people to like 400. Yeah, screw Foodie. That was some bullshit. That was some absolute bullshit. Going after Goose Chuck, and her channel's not even monetized. She can't even get 300 people to view. And yeah, and our Goosey has 400. So I want to do some readings, not just on Chantal, but on the Beezers. And there's one in particular that I am curious about. Y'all probably know who it is. The one main one. Well, don't scare Foodie up. I want to ask about a certain somebody that gives Foodie a lot of fucking money. A lot of money. And something interesting happened yesterday. Interesting. So, allegedly, Salah came into the chat, said that he needed between $500 to $700 for a keyboard. And then, allegedly, Nina gave him the money, sent it to him. And then when it came time for Foodie to get her meal money from Nina, Nina wasn't there. Nina kind of effed off. Wasn't there for Chantal. What happened, Nina? Were you sending money to Salah? You gave it all to him, therefore you could not give Foodie her nightly snacks? You know what? WP, I agree with you. I kind of said that yesterday. This feels like a grift, using somebody else's name. It's Foodie has run out of ideas of how to go to her audience and get money. So she's lying about the grifts, because really she can't go to people and say, I need something. She can't say, I need food. If she's getting fast food, she can't say, well, I need to get a home if she already has a home. I mean, what more could she ask from people? All of her basic needs are taken care of. She can't come up with a new idea for a grift. Like, you can't come up with a reason to grift. Like, oh, I need food, and meanwhile you're eating all these calories. Oh my God, I need my rent paid. Well, you can make your own money for that. A bigger scooter. She needs a farm tractor at this point. Forget the scooter. Just get her a John Deere. She can ride that down the road. It'd be plenty big and powerful enough for Foodie. Get her a John Deere tractor. She can just ride down the road and plow all at the same time. You know, get it. Foodie the farmer. Why did Foodie and Ron have a fallout? You know what? I really don't know. I have no idea. What? Foodie Farmer Beauty. Like new content. Can you imagine if Foodie were a farmer? Just get her a John Deere tractor. It's got plenty of horsepower to cart her around. She won't be able to get it up into her apartment, but it'd be great transportation. All right, so I want to do like a general reading on Chantal. Like, what is her energy? What's going on with her? I heard she was grumpy last night. Was she grumpy? Chantal, why are you grumpy? It's because the money's drying up. Maybe the money isn't drying up. It's just that to function, you need way too much. You ever think about that? It's not that the money's drying up. It's just that the amount that you need just to function keeps going up, and it's at unsustainable levels. You've reached that point of addiction where just to function, you need like $3, $4, $5,000 a month in food, maybe another couple thousand in green products. That is unsustainable. I mean, that you need too much. And even though you got a crowd of people around you helping you out with that stuff, even they can't sustain it. They can't pay for enough. Like that's when you're like, you got to cut it off. She was mad at garlic and garlic roasted her. $2,200 in rent, $4,000 a month food bill, party favors. So let's do the math on that. $2,200 a month in rent plus $4,000. That is $6,200. And there is no telling what she's spending on the party favors. So on the low side, about $7,000. Just to function, she needs about $7,000. That's insane. That's completely insane. Needing almost $10,000 a month just to function. You're not even balling at that point. You're just functioning. And even though you're grumpy because you're going to have moments where you get more. $7,000 a month. Yeah, no way she's doing it. And you know what? I know that she's got feeders around her that are helping her pay her rent, and they're sending her stuff. But one thing that Chantal should think about, at some point, sugar mamas and sugar daddies, they run out of money or they just decide they don't want to pay anymore. You can't rely on something that's unreliable. At any moment, they could just walk away and they don't have to say a word. They ain't your mama. They ain't your daddy. They can walk away whenever they want to. You cannot put any kind of weight on something that is unstable. You just can't. You cannot. Not a good idea. I don't even pay $2,200 for my mortgage. Hello, Kaylee. When she was going off about Shani, Foodie gave herself all the credit for getting herself to Canada. Didn't even mention the Beezer's donations. Well, she is just completely, she doesn't want to give anybody credit. Let's just say $50 a day on drinks and pre-rolls. That's $1,500 per month. That's a mortgage payment. Oh, so you figured it up, did you? Fantastic. So $2,200 plus $4,000 plus $1,500. Holy shit. That is nearly $8,000 a month. Damn, I'm over here living skinny. Hello? I pay my rent. I pay my bills. I buy groceries and I make them last. I'm living skinny compared to Foodie. All right, so take this over there. Yeah, absolutely crazy. And you could tell how much she leans on Nina. Like if Nina is not there, she gets grumpy, real grumpy. She expects Nina to be there every single time she goes live because if Nina's in the room, she can sit there and dry beg for a meal. She will wait for Nina to show up and then tell Nina, I'm hungry. She was doing that last night. She was just sitting there dry begging and like, I'm hungry, waiting for someone to pay for a meal. Literally waiting for someone to pay for food. Another paid Pegasus writer. Yeah, I Rider on the Storm. I wish they would change their name. That's a Door song. Nina and Salah openly flirt and mock Chantal in the chat. And you know what? Old Foodie, who was making the money and controlling the money, would not put up with that. Do you know why she's putting up with it right now? Because Nina is such a solid feeder. And she has the money. And Chantal knows if she pisses off Nina, Nina will walk. That if she says anything, if she shoots her mouth off, there goes her money. So Nina must be giving her quite a bit of money behind the scenes for Chantal to shut her mouth. Believe it. Chantal's a very insecure, jealous woman. So for another woman to be talking like that to Salah in chat, and she's got nothing to say, you'll wonder why. Hi, Yarn. It's like, do you want to curse out your feeder? Because you'll lose a bunch of money. How long has Nina been around? For a minute. A minute. But let's do a general reading on Miss Chantal. See what her general energy is. I did hear what she was talking about last night. Apparently, she was talking about money laundering. So she was talking about how she sends money to Salah and where he's at. That's money laundering. That's illegal. I don't know why she would feel the need to talk about that on a live stream. Chantal, why are you mentioning that? Is it true Salah made Nina mod? I didn't get to see, but it wouldn't surprise me. But Salah isn't even in the chat. Would it make sense why he got her jealous? Actually, Salah was in the chat. He came into Chantal's chat. He basically at Nina, oh, I need $500 to $700 for a keyboard. Nina was in there and she's like, oh, I'll send you the money. So he was allegedly in chat. And he went in there to grift. I have my doubts, though. Anybody who saw Neo Tarot, then you saw the reading. And Neo said that's not the real Salah in chat. That somebody is playing around with that account. And so I'm thinking it's somebody on Chantal's side that either they're doing this for extra drama. Thank you, Shelby, for being a new member. If they're doing this for extra drama, okay. There's also the possibility that it could be someone on Chantal's side that they're using like a sneaky grift to get money out of Nina. Like Chantal does not want to go to Nina and ask for the money directly, so pretending to be Salah to get the money out of her. I'm not exactly sure what the motivation is. Because Nina would just send the money to Chantal's account anyway. So it's all weird. It's all really weird. Yeah, a LARP and a TARP, right? Okay, so something's very fishy. Very, very fishy. Something don't smell right in the water. And it ain't the Barracuda. Yes. Okay, so. And you know what, Chantal? You done pissed me off. What you did to Goose Chuck. You got another song incoming. I'm going to sit down and make it today. That is some bullshit. What you did to Goose. You done made me fucking mad. But I'm going to keep that angry energy under control because I got a reading to do. I want to be calm here. I will say one thing, though, about the whole situation. Chantal is an abusive person. Abusive people, they like to silence other people. They like to take away their voices and the ability to speak and to express themselves. That's one of the first things they take away from you. They take away your confidence, but they also take away your voice. She can't take away Goose Chuck's confidence. You know, that's part of Goose Chuck's aura is her confidence as a person. The fact she doesn't give a fuck. But Chantal, being the abusive bitch that she is, she likes to silence people. Abusers like to take away people's voices. And we will not be silenced. You're not going to shut us down, Chantal. You're not going to shut us up either. So you might as well just stop trying. You and all of your little cronies, like the ones that come in here, you're not going to shut us up and you're not going to make us be quiet. Chantal Gucci, hey, how are you? Very good to see you. It's an honor to have you here. And thank you for all the hard work you do capturing her streams. I heard that she was a mess last night. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. She always loves to punch down, but can't handle it when she's punched down upon. Yeah, if somebody does it to her, it's a problem. She just can't deal with it. Yeah, well, she's not going to like my next song about her. You think the last one was bad? That was just a warm-up. That's just a warm-up. Did you see her tossing the ball up in the air? It hurt my arms. If she was really in pain and that wasn't performative, I would be concerned. If you're so lacking in mobility that tossing a child's ball in the air hurts you, that would give me cause to concern. I'd be like, man, something is seriously wrong. Yeah, she hates anyone that has a fun channel. Made a video of her tutorial. Nice. You know what? Since we're in here, before I get started, 1 second, please. I'm looking for something. Just give me a moment, please, and thank you. Damn it, get out of here. Click, 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 click. Nice. So for those of you that you want to keep up with Goose Chuck, she does have a Kick channel. There is the Kick channel. And I'm happy to see that it went from like 30-something followers to now she's well over 400. So for those of you that want to keep up with our wonderful Goose Chuck, join her on Kick. There's her channel right there. And I might be doing panels with Goose Chuck. Chantal really screwed up. She has no idea how badly she screwed up. She should have left Goose alone on YouTube, because now Goose is on a platform where she can say whatever she wants, and there's not a doggone thing that Foodie can do about it. So Goose might have different reactors up on panel with her, including me. And we don't have to use code words. We don't have to be careful. We can just say whatever we want. I'm big mad about it too, Gucci. But you know what? Where one door closes, another one opens. And this one's going to be more devastating for Chantal because freedom of speech over there. What's she going to do about it? Nothing. Yep. Goose is going to be ruthless on Kick. All right, so let's get into the general reading for Foodie Beauty. What is her general energy? What are you doing, Foodie? Yes, I'm invited on the Two Girls One Flirt next week. Bingo's not too happy about things either. Go to Rumble. Kick is a bit more well known, and it's the same platform that Foodie is on. Foodie, she's not gonna be happy about that. Foodie can go live, and then Goose can go live and go, "Hey, stupid." Really bother Foodie. All right, what is the general energy for Foodie? What is she thinking? How is she feeling? How is she doing? Let us know. I keep picking up right now, like I'm doing these cards, like she's tired. Ooh. She is tired. Like she ain't got no energy. She has no energy. All right, well, that's a given. That's not groundbreaking. We know that. She's always tired. Okay, so what can you tell us about her general energy? And I know I'm going to get some people bitching at me in the comments. You shuffle too long. You're shuffling too much. Oh my God. Before anybody does that shit to me, look, I have to clear the cards. And I stop when it feels right. So please don't get angry. If you know anything about tarot, you have to clean the energy of the cards in order to get a good reading. But I always get that shit. People complaining about bullshit. You didn't pay for the reading, shut the fuck up. Nitpickers. Don't complain about free readings. It's entertainment. We're all here to have fun. All right. ASMR shuffling, exactly. Get some free ASMR in the meantime. I'm sorry, am I in a mood today? I'm just still mad about Goose Chuck. I ain't mad at y'all. I'm just mad about the whole Goose Chuck situation. All right, so let's get into Miss Foodie. What's going on with her? All right. What do we got? Interesting. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. So we got different sequence of cards here. So what's her general energy? So we're starting off in a good place. We got the Four of Wands. Whatever's happening, she feels like she's won. Like she's had some sort of a victory. Okay. And then on top of that, we have the Strength card. The Taming of the Savage Beast. She got her way in something with somebody. It's like there whatever she's been working on, whatever she's been trying to accomplish, she got her way. She did say she's won. I don't know exactly how. I haven't like watched her streams all the way through, but I feel like there's some sort, like she feels like there's some sort of a victory, like I won. Yay, go me. I won. I calm the savage beast is what I hear in my head. And what does this have to do in regards to the Knight of Pentacles? Ace of Swords. She won something. Ace of Swords. Like victory. There's a sense of like whatever battle she was fighting, she won it. Page of Pentacles. Ooh. What's her general energy? Then we got the Eight of Cups. That's weird. Let me put down another card for the Eight of Cups. What is in that regards to? Ooh. Oh. Okay. So we got the Eight of Cups. And I'm like, go further with this. I want to know more. We've got the Nine of Wands. We got the Queen of Swords. Ooh. Two of Pentacles. Whatever the hell she's got going on over there, she's moving money around like crazy. It's okay. This is what Spirit is telling me. The victory is not an entire victory. It's partial. She may be experiencing a victory with the men in her life, like getting something that she wants on an emotional level, but on another, like the financial level, it's like you're not winning there. So she may be so focused on getting something from Salah or Natter that she gets a little bit of a victory on the emotional side, but the financial side, no. Nope. So like it's a whatever victory she's got going on right now, it's what's called a Pyrrhic victory. It's a victory gained at too great a cost. Yeah, you won something, but it cost you a lot to win that. Like she's over there, Two of Pentacles, like she's moving money around to make stuff happen. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, really? Talk to me. Damn. All right. Second sequence. There's a lot of cards here. So I was like, okay, this is for general energy for Chantal. We got the Three of Wands. So this is someone that they're basically clinging to what they have. The wands represent prosperity, business opportunity, making money, finances, ideas, creativity. As you can see, Chantal is clinging to what she's got left. There's not a whole lot of choice there. It's like these three wands around me, and I'm going to hold on to them because it's what I got. But notice the picture on the card. This person is facing a desert. They're holding on to the wands because the desert is bare. There is nothing else for them. So it's like I'm going to stay here. I'm going to hold on to the wands because if I step out into the desert, there's nothing there for me. There's no prosperity. There's no creativity. There's no money. There's no money making opportunity. It's just dry sand. So she's just sitting there. To me, this feels like she's in her apartment. Like she can make money in her apartment. So it's like, I'm stuck here. This is where I make my money. This is how I support myself. This is how I attract the Foodies, and I have the space to do what they want me to do. She has to stay exactly where she's at. The Sun card, she wants to be happy. She really, really wants to be happy. But I also feel like with the Sun card, this is a bit symbolic. Chantal tends to be very childlike. You know, she's an adult woman, but her attitude is very childlike and very immature. Like she, in a sense, wants to revert back to childhood. She wants someone to take care of her. She wants to be spoiled. She wants to be coddled. She's always trying to revert back to being a child in a sense, but it's never going to work because she's an adult. But she's keeps going back to wanting like a childhood all over again. All right, so we've got the eight, nine of wands, messages. There's messages going back and forth. Who do you think Nina is? No Madness Life said Nina's profile picture, she looks like Kybella, but it's easy to put any picture on your profile pic. Nina and Salah seem too friendly. I have no idea who Nina is. I mean, we don't know if it's an actual Foodie. We don't know if it's a buddy troll. We don't even know if Nina is actually a female. I mean, we have no idea who this person is. They haven't made a video or shown themselves. They could be anybody hiding under that account. All right, so next card, there's messages going back and forth, and this has to do with Six of Pentacles. Oh, she's in contact with those feeties. She's got, I just heard she's got them on speed dial. The ones who give her the most money, they got her phone number. She can talk to them on the backside. They're in touch with her. She's in touch with them. You know, always in communication with those feeties. It's all about keeping the money close by. She also, like, she feels stuck. Hello, Savasu Mom. She feels stuck with this card. She's in a prison of her own design. Nobody put those swords around her. She put those swords around her. She confined herself in a painful prison. She feels stuck. She can't go anywhere. She can't do anything. Like she is purposely blinding herself to what she's doing to herself and her health problems. It's like she doesn't want to know. And water, if you look at the water on the ground, water tends to point to emotion. Like somebody's emotional state. Like she doesn't really feel anything right now. She feels kind of numb. She numbs herself out. She doesn't let herself feel. I know she did. So it's like she should be feeling more emotion and it'd be healthy for her. But she's cutting herself off from her feelings. She just wants to numb herself out and put herself in like in a comatose, emotional state. Like she did that to herself. Yep, temperance. There's the money going back and forth. There's the money going back and forth. Money exchanging hands. Like if Chantal gets money in pocket, as soon as she gets it, it's gone. It's literally gone. Somebody gives her money, it's out the door for food or whatever else. That money does not stay in hand for long. Hello, Unicorn Blow. Thank you. Thank you very much. She feels stuck with the Hangman. She feels stuck. She wants to do things and she can't. Also with the Five of Swords, she's feeling like she doesn't have the support that she used to have. Like a lot of people are walking away. Back in the day during Kraken Olympics, Foodie used to have such loyal beezers that they would go to battle for Foodie. Like they were like her own little personal beehive of murder hornets. These days, there's not many people that are willing to fight for Foodie, to defend her, to go into other people's chats and defend her. So it's like she wants someone to fight for her, but people are saying like no, like she's not feeling very supported these days. She's also been losing a lot of money. Like, I don't know what's been going on with Foodie, but she's lost a lot of money recently. The money just isn't there. She's not completely broke, but the money has definitely dropped. And she spends a lot of time in nostalgia, dreaming about the money she used to make, about the life that she wants, about the family. Like, she spends a lot of time doing that. She's basically doing TED Talks in her head of like, I can do it. I can make a lot of money. I can get myself back up there and I can make a bunch of money like I used to make. Like, just, she's telling herself this to make herself feel better, but there's no plan in place to make it actually happen. Yeah, and she thinks all of her dreaming and manifesting are going to lead to some sort of a victory. So that's the second sequence. Let's go on to the third one. All right. So, oh, damn. Oh, damn. Oh, what? Well, that's not a good one. I'm making Chantal's poopy face. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Dina. I appreciate you so much. I just checked my email. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So, y'all, this sequence is making me go. All right. All right. First card for the third sequence, we've got the Six of Swords. We've also got like the Three of Cups. I'm feeling between these two cards that there's a lot of regret in her. Do I need to poop first? No. Girl, I had my coffee earlier. I'm good. If you know, you know. Okay? The caffeine will clean your ass out. I'm very sensitive to caffeine. I am good. I am good. Y'all laughing because you know what's happened to you. Y'all that are laughing right now, it has happened to you. That's why you're laughing. You're like, yep, been there, done that. Drank that cup of coffee, and 10 minutes later, I'm running for that bathroom. Hell yeah. Anyway, we're getting away from the bathroom talk. It was a funny moment. We had a funny moment in here. I think that Foodie, she regrets leaving the Middle East. She really does. She regrets a lot. Like, big time. And being near with him, around the family, there's a lot of regret. There's a part of her going, man, I wish I would never have left, but yet you had no choice, Foodie. You had to go. You had to go. Yeah, because ever since then, this has been you. And you know what's funny, y'all? Chantal was in Kuwait and she did a live stream where she pretty much told people, if I go back to Canada, I know what's going to happen to me. I know that I'm going to fall down an addiction hole and it's going to be dark. That she was going to eat and gain a bunch of weight and be a mess. Before she even got back to Canada, she was predicting what would happen. She knew, she had enough awareness that she knew herself. And yet when she got back to Canada, she didn't try to stop herself. Because this has been Foodie ever since. Like, she's hurting herself. She's in pain. She's gaining more weight. Like, her mental state is not good. Her emotional state is not good. Her physical state is certainly not good. I mean, there's nothing happy about her existence. All right, we got the Two of Swords here. Hold on a second, put the sequence down. Interesting. me look at that Two of Swords for a second. All right, here's what I'm getting off this card. With the Two of Swords, Foodie is sitting there. She's holding these Two of Swords. Look at the moon behind Chantal. The moon usually represents secrets. To me, this feels like Chantal knows she could get on her YouTube channel and spill the tea, spill the dirt, and make tons of money. She knows she can. She knows that girl world is bored with this bullshit. But she is basically stuck because she also knows that Salah knows stuff about her. So she's kind of in a quandary of, do I say something or don't I? Because once I open up that door, I can't shut it. There's new gifts on live. Maybe you don't have the feature turned on. Oh, you mean like the jewel things? I've kind of seen those, but isn't that something you can do if you're on a cell phone? I'll go do some research about that. There's new gifts on lives. I'll have to do some research on that. I'm sorry, Happy. Yeah, the jewel things. I think that's when you're doing the shorts, or I'll look it up. I'll look it up. I promise. But like, she knows she can make money telling all the tea. But she knows like there's a price to pay for opening that door. She knows it. And so she's like, should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? I'm broke. I could use the money. But if I open that door, it's going to get ugly. Am I ready for the ugly? I don't think she has the money. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't think she has the health to get into a huge fight with somebody. You need to turn it off. I get them in lives. But I'm on StreamYard. Would that change anything? We won't believe her. All right. So Queen of Cups. Well, she's making a little bit of money. Yeah, because rule 1. Oh. Justice, go to your studio. I'll have to do that later because I've got the live going on right now. I don't want to stop and interrupt the reading. That would just be kind of rude. So, but I will look into it. I promise. Justice. What does this justice have to do with the bullshit? All the lies she told people, to me, all these cups represent a lie that she told about something. About her life, about her money, about her home, about her marriage, about Salah. Like, I keep hearing the word lofty. Like all the lies that she told to make herself appear lofty. Like, that's very important to Chantal to be lofty. But guess what? There's going to be justice for that. And the Chariot. She's going to want to leave. Tell me some more. Chariot about what? And this has to do with the King of Cups. Tell me some more. She's going to... I think she might be planning to leave soon. I'm not saying she can leave. I don't know if she has the ability to leave, but Foodie wants to escape. She wants to get away. She's someone that instead of like facing a struggle, she'll run from it. She'll escape. If there's something going on that's troublesome for her, she will run before she will confront it. To where, though, I have no idea. Her support is winding down. I know. I think Gucci, I think her feeders, they're running out of money. They can't give her enough money. Notice all of her fast food meals are not like huge anymore. She's getting a lot of sandwiches and cooking a lot of food at home. She broke. She broke. For Chantal, that's broke. Are her taxes due soon? Are you kidding me? She's got a bankruptcy. She owes quite a bit, and every year the amount just gets bigger. And she's feel. You know what? I know this may sound mean. Sorry, I'm not being mean. I'm not a mean person. I think she needs to struggle just a little bit. She needs to understand what struggling feels like because she's been on YouTube for over 10 years and she has been so ungrateful, so entitled, so bratty that the cup of abundance that she was given, she never appreciated. Like the universe gave her so many blessings. If she had played her cards right, she could have had the life. She was making life changing money. And if she had gotten her head screwed on straight, she could have had the life. Like gotten her addictions under control, got her weight under control. She could be making vlogs right now saying, "Hi, I'm Foodie Beauty and I'm in Spain. And today we're going to go through the entire process of making wine from grape to bottle." She could have been doing all that. That could have been her life, going places, doing things, meeting people, making connections, having fun. That could have been her life. But instead, she squandered her abundance. She'll go as far as, "I want to travel." Then why haven't you? Why haven't you? But I think she needs to struggle a little bit. I mean, we've all struggled. We've all had struggle meals. We've all pinched our pennies and barely got our bills paid and our rent paid sometimes. She needs to struggle. She needs to know what that's like. She needs to come back down to earth with the rest of us mortals and acknowledge that she's human. She's not a semi-goddess. So, like she needs to struggle. It's good for her. It really is good for her. Spoiled brat. So I just want to say that. Let's go back to the reading. What else we got here? Ew. Talk to me about this. Huh? Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, damn. All right, this sequence, there's a whole bunch of cards here. Knight of Wands. She's trying to come up with new ideas. She's trying to figure it out. I think she really is trying to, like, what can I do to make money? Like, da-da-da-da. Like, for her to make money, there has to be movement. She's understanding I can't sit at home and do nothing. It's what she prefers to do. But when she makes money, it's when she moves. She's got to get on that scooter and go somewhere. She's got to go downtown. Got to go get a beaver tail, like go take a walk. Her money making is tied to movement now, not sitting on her ass. Nine of Swords. Like, don't get it twisted. Behind the scenes, she's not happy. She is not happy. She's feeling very lonely. It's stressing her out. I think the change in the money stresses her out. It does stress her out. But Vanilla, hold on. I did not say that she was going to travel. I said she wants to travel. Foodie thinks about escapism all the time. You're absolutely right. She's not in the health to travel. I think we can all agree upon that. But she's impulsive and she's foolish. And if she's in a situation where she feels trapped or hopeless, she might try to do it anyway. She wants to travel. Like she's a runner. Something happens, she wants to run away from the problem rather than deal with it. She wants to run away from her mess. That's right. Okay. She's getting angry because the subs want her to get off her butt. She actually said her life is in order. If she honestly believes that, she needs to be institutionalized. You know, and this is why a lot of people, hey Boricua, hey mama, this is why a lot of people are taking the I don't care attitude of Foodie, because nobody can help her. Foodie doesn't want to help herself. What can you do in a situation like this? When somebody is committing to being sick and suffering an addiction, what can you do? And you know what, Tucker? I don't even need the tarot for that. I saw the scratch. That cat did not do that. I saw that on Twitter and I'm calling bullshit. The cat did not do that. Nope. That wasn't BG. BG did not cause that. The angle did not make sense. It didn't. Because if BG had been running past Foodie and tagged her on the foot, hi Emily, if the cat tagged her on the foot, the claws would have been this way, not this way. How in the world does a cat scratch you this way? Yeah, and the cat scratches are thinner than that. Coincidentally, Gucci, didn't she do a live stream where she ran into a curb real hard? It could have happened then. When she was out and about and she was high and she was riding around that scooter, she hit the curb really, really hard. She could have bumped her foot. So if you notice the pattern of the blood on her foot, it looked like her foot was flat in a shoe or something because the blood pooled down underneath her heel when it happened. If she were barefoot in her house, I'm going to get all detective all up in this shit. Hold on. If you're barefoot in your house, your cat comes running past you, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, here comes Queen Booger, and she decides she wants to be spicy and tag me. And she reaches out with her paw. And let's just say she scratches the side of my foot. Then that blood is going to be on the carpet. It's not going to be underneath my foot. Is it? I think she caught it on the scooty too. It happened some other way, but she was trying to blame it on that cat. Yeah, I never bled that much. I mean, listen, cats will mess you up. Don't get it twisted. They can. You get a cat mad, they will mess you up. They got murder claws for a reason. Okay? But for BG13 to even do half the damage that Foodie is claiming, what would have to happen for that? It's like an X sort of like gash on her foot. She would have to have BG13 in her hands, bent over with BG13, her head pointed at the floor, so that BG13 would drag her claws upward versus sideways. The angle does not make sense. Nope. The angle doesn't work for me. And here's another thing. We all know that Chantal's apartment is full of garbage, right? She just tosses everything everywhere. What is the possibility that Chantal, being stupid and high, was walking across that floor and she stepped on, say, like a soda can or a lid of something because she doesn't clean that place up? I mean, she just tosses everything everywhere. It's easy. You put your foot down, you're going to step on something you shouldn't be stepping on. The cut is in the shape of a cross. So, like, there's all kinds of possibilities here. But it also brings up an important point. I'm actually glad, I didn't want to see her cut, but I'm actually glad she did that because she claims that back in the day during Crackhead Olympics, that she got hit in the face by Natter. She, quote, she got hit so hard she saw stars. And he grabbed her face. I've had my face grabbed. I've had black eyes. She proved my point by doing that with her foot. If she's got an injury, she will run to the internet immediately to show it off because she wants to be a victim. She's going to show off her injury. During Crackhead Olympics, none of us ever saw a bruise on her face. Not one time. No, ma'am. No. Never happened. If it had happened, we would have captured it. It would be on an archive channel somewhere. It would be in the archives. So thank you for doing that, Foodie. You prove what we've all been saying. If there had been an injury back in the day, we would have seen it. You would have shown it to us immediately. You did not because there never was one. All right. Sorry to interrupt the reading. Let's go back. So where do we leave off? Yep, like she's looking for money. Okay. And the way she makes money is there has to be movement. There has to be action. She can't just sit home and do nothing no more. People are bored with that. Oh, and it looks like there's a Queen of Wands. Hello, Nina. Hello. There's a Queen of Wands that's giving her money. She don't like it though. She don't like being a puppet. Okay. Huh, interesting. Looks like there's somebody else behind the scenes that's also giving her money. I don't know who this person is, but it's male. There's somebody else also directing her content and giving her funds. I don't know who this person is. So there's a woman and there's a man that are giving Chantal money. Look, Queen of Pentacles. She's got a few funders that are basically giving her money. Okay, what else do we got here? What do we got? Show me, show me, show me. Okay, put these over here. Da, 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 da. Okay, you go over there. All right. Like there is a Wheel of Fortune. That Wheel of Fortune looks weird to me. Because it's the positive is a negative. That's what I'm being told. The positive is a negative. Yes, you're making money, but at the detriment of your health. It's not giving you the victory that you think it is. You're making money, but at the detriment of your health. It's the way that you pursued making a fortune or trying to make money, it's hurting you. So it's not a Wheel of Fortune. I'm hearing it's a Wheel of Misfortune. All right. Ace of Wands, this has to do with money, money, money. Lots of money. Ace of Pentacles, lots of money. Giving the money to somebody. Oh, but wait, it turns around. Secret's about to come out. This is a secrets card. Also, this card's come up before with her. We got the Five of Wands. I think Chantal might be taking money for content, promising to do content, and then she doesn't do it. Thank you, Sandy. Chantal's doing the Chantal thing, taking the money and then telling people, oh, I'll do the content tomorrow or the next day or the day after that. And then she doesn't do it when she says she's going to do it. Like she's not being timely with the people that actually give her money. There's not that many, I hear, But the ones that are giving her money, they're being very patient with her. But she's just taking her sweet time doing what they ask her to do. It is pissing people off. Yeah, and there's going to be judgment for that. Yep. All right. So there is going to be judgment. Last sequence for that. Oh, tell me about. Oh, shit. Yikes. Mmm. Huh? Oh. Huh. Take the. This last sequence is a doozy. All right. What's her general energy? She's acting like an emperor. No one's going to tell me what to do. I'm a queen. I sit on my own throne. Notice the Aries symbol on the throne. That's Chantal. Like she's stubborn. Ew. She's acting like a tyrant. Ew. Foodie. So she's very high and very arrogant right now, and she feels like she's gotten away with something. This is deception. This is a deception card. This is thievery. This is getting away with something. Scamming people. This is my scammer card. Like you're stolen something, you're attempting to steal something, you're pulling the wool over people's eyes. She's basically feeling overloaded when it comes to work. Like this is her feeling overloaded. She's doing all those feeder requests, and it's a lot for her. Like she just can't do it anymore. Her addictions are on top of her. There's that addiction card. It didn't take long. I don't know what's about to happen to Foodie, 3 of Swords, but whatever it is, it's going to be devastating. Like something, it's emotional from the heart. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, like she is going through some hard times. And the hard times are something that she's not used to. And she spends most of her time thinking about all the money she used to make and how great life was and her past successes, like dreaming about the garden versus planting the garden. Like I remember when my garden was fruitful and there were fruit trees and banana trees and flowers and herbs, but yet she won't go outside and actually plant another garden. Just focusing too much on the past versus making the present. She's going to be fighting with people. 9 of Swords. This is somebody going into battle. 4 of Cups. She's stubborn. She's getting stubborn. She's had offers on how to make money. She doesn't want to take it. She's just lazy. She doesn't want anything to do with anything that requires work. She wants everything handed to her. Whatever you ask her to do, it better be easy. She doesn't want anything hard. And why is that? Because she's sick. 4 of Swords. Like her health is worse than we know. She has to do a lot of lying down. And her body is just like it's breaking down. And she's feeling very alone with the Hermit card. And 7 of Wands. She is. Nobody tells me what to do. Just that's Foodie's world. Like nobody tells me what to do. I don't care if you give me money. Nobody tells me what to do. Fuck y'all. You know what, Mike? I don't know if that was a cat scratch. I saw it, sir. It's actually on my Twitter. I reposted pictures of that. That didn't look like a cat scratch to me. You're a cat owner. You have that beautiful cat, Ollie. You can look at it and say, nah, that looks weird. But if it is a cat scratch, what I don't think it is, she better be careful because cat scratch fever is a thing. I think that cat scratch, if the cat really did that, which I don't think BG did that, cat scratch fever is a thing. So she might want to go to a clinic and get a shot or whatever. All right, so that is regular tarot for Foodie. Let's see what else we got over here. Da-da-da. Okay. Put that right there. The dirt from her floors. If Ollie scratched me, I would remember she stated that she didn't know how she got it. Yeah, you would know if your cat scratches you. If she, I know the Foodie, she might have diabetic neuropathy in her feet. And if you've got diabetic neuropathy in your feet, you've got nerve damage. You may not feel some kind of damage to your feet. And that's a lot. Do y'all know that if somebody is a diabetic, that if, say, you have to go get a pedicure, you have to go to a podiatrist to do that. Why? Why is that? Because if you're a diabetic and you go to a regular nail salon, sometimes the technician, they will cause little cuts in your feet when they're doing your nails. And if you're a diabetic and you can't feel that cut can get infected and that can cause sepsis. That's why you have to go to a podiatrist, because they will take extra special care of your nails and your feet. So she's got a big open wound on her foot. And if she doesn't clean it properly, that can get really, really nasty. But I would know if I got tagged by a booger. Her little claws. Yeah, her feet are swollen. All right, so how is Foodie? Anybody think she'll go to work for Keem? Oh, I don't think she will. What are the chances that she cleaned it correctly? Not very good. And even if she did, she's not going to keep it clean. She's lazy. And she's a diabetic, so any wound that she gets is slow to heal. So there's that too. And she can barely reach it. All right, so how is she feeling? She'll never work for Keem. She'll go on the street before she works for Keemstar. You know what, trauma? Here's the thing about Foodie. And this is really twisted, and it's not nice to say. Foodie is the kind of person that, God forbid, she loses her foot or a finger or a limb of some kind, where that would horrify a lot of people and maybe be a wake-up call like, hey, I can't live like this no more. Foodie would actually think to herself, this is a good thing. This is content. More people will send me money. I could be more the victim. See, guys, I can't work. I've lost a finger or I've lost a toe. She would play up the victimhood of the situation, because that's where her mind goes. She's always thinking about money, content, money, content, money, content, money, content. You know, I want people to feel sorry for me. I want their money. She would use it as a way to make money. There's nothing that could happen to Foodie that she wouldn't be like, content all day. Okay, so how is Foodie feeling? Yeah, boil is content. Liatica is content. Why not that? All right, so what is Foodie's current, like, is there, can you give us any more insight to what's going on with her? What is going on with Foodie? You know, Trauma Queen, I doubt that glass in the foot. She says it was in there, but how do we know for sure? I mean, press X for doubt. We don't know what's true and what's a lie with Foodie. Most of it is a lie. She could have been lying to us all that time just for attention. That's the part that sucks about her. You don't know what she's telling the truth on ever. All right, so how are you feeling, Chantal? How are you feeling about everything? What's going on with you? Talk to us, mama. What are you feeling? Why is this song playing in my fucking head? It won't go away. It's by an artist called Seal. And the song is called Crazy. I'm hearing the melody in my head right now. What is that about? Move. Meaning. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, to understand the meaning behind Seal's crazy lyrics, consider these key points. The song explores themes of love and longing, emphasizing emotional vulnerability. It reflects on the struggles of maintaining a relationship amidst challenges. The lyrics convey a sense of yearning for connection and understanding. Seal uses metaphorical language to express feelings of madness in love. The repetition of crazy highlights the intensity of emotions involved. Overall, the song captures the complexity of love and the impact it has on one's psyche. Like this, I think her thoughts are in the she's all about the emotional right now. She's not thinking about the financial. No, I'm not gonna start singing. Sorry, I'm not gonna do that to you. But that song is in my head right now for Chantal. All right, so how is she feeling currently? Okay. So she might be focusing emotionally on somebody, and that's how she's feeling. Like just in love or obsessed with somebody, and it's like, yeah, I can have that person. I don't know. That song's in my fucking head. I feel like a radio sometimes picking up on shit. All right, so yes, he was, Suzanne. So, how are we feeling today, Foodie? Oh. Damn. I'll stop there. Okay, so this is like the first sequence. How is she feeling? Stagnant. Well, that goes without saying. She's feeling very stagnant. I mean, that's a given. She's feeling very stuck, dead end, frozen. But she's also feeling like a failure. Like, I don't care what she says on camera. She's not feeling like she's won everything. Like, I think that her not making the feeder money like she normally does, it is, she feels like a failure. Like, oh, I can't maintain this lifestyle and I can't maintain my habits, therefore I'm a failure. Broken nightmares, failures. And there's a lot of envy going on with her. She's resentful, competitive, discontent. Yeah, she's got that nasty ass attitude going on. She's also feeling like she's drowning, that she's in over her head, overextended, rock bottom. Like, that's why I think that she's spending far more than she's making. Like, she's in front of the camera acting like nothing's wrong, my bills are paid, but I don't think that's the truth. She's feeling very toxic, drama, arguments incompatible, and she's being very two-faced. So saying one thing, doing another. She does want to go on vacation. See, there's that card. She wants to get away. She wants to escape. She wants to go somewhere. And she's very salty, bitter, angry because she cannot just get up and go. She cannot get up and escape the problems that she caused for herself. She's also been extremely antisocial. She wants to be established. You know, she dreams about the good life and, oh, like the money and settled, secure, wealthy. Like, she's always thinking about that, but she's not really putting a plan in place to make that happen. And there are consequences to what she's doing. Like, you play with fire, you will get burned. So she's been playing with fire. She's about to get all the way burned. And she is masking herself on camera. She's hiding, concealing, deception. So it's like the person we see on camera is not the person behind the camera. She's just putting on a mask. She's bluffing. She's got that poker face. But she's looking for a glow up. Okay, so what else we got here? Damn. All right, we'll stop there. Spirit is telling me to stop right there. So, what has Chantal been doing? Well, she's been in everybody's business. She's sipping the tea, rumors, gossip, nosy. Um, just in everybody's affairs. And she's been just partying it up. You know, like just too much into the party. You know, like not healthy partying, just unhealthy partying. And she wants to slow down. She wants to smell the roses. Get away from the roses, Chantal. Get away. But she does want to slow down. But the thing is, she's burned a lot of bridges. Lack of trust, disloyal, turned back on. She feels like a lot of people are not on her side at present time. Like, she doesn't have that many allies, and she's side-eyeing the ones that are still around her. Like, are you really here for me? Are you a friend? Or are you an enemy? Like, I think that Neo's reading the last one that she did, not the one she just did, but the one before that, kind of shook her up. All the talk about Teardrop, like Teardrop is not your friend. She is a frenemy, and ever since then, Chantal cannot shake that. It's making her look around at everybody around her like, is this person really my friend? Are they really? Like, I know this is kind of off topic. Does anybody watch the channel Apathetic Facts? There was a video released on Amberlynn Reid. stuff that happened with Amber and a Discord with Light by Ron and Gemini and the rest of them. Holy shit. Wow. Oh boy, what a mess. So the people that Amber thought were her friends, from the jump, they had a plan to get her out of the LCU. So that happened to Amber. Why couldn't it happen to Foodie? You know, like the girls really don't have friends. They expect loyalty, but they don't give loyalty. But they pick certain people to be their friends, not really knowing if they're friends or not, or even if they are, if they're going to keep their secrets a secret. Yeah, she is terrible. I agree. She is terrible. She didn't care about the people that were really loyal. But like she feels like there's burned bridges, lack of trust, disloyal, turns your back on. She wants harmony. She wants peace. She wants balance. But she's too busy, you know, chasing after the male energy. Like she's still man hungry. And she's being very clingy to people. That's a real turn off. And those people that she's being clingy to, they're having to put down boundaries. And she feels hopeless. Like the more she tries to cling, the more that they push her back, the more that she's not feeling good about that, because she's a narcissist and she honestly doesn't understand. She's like, why don't you want me? Why won't you let me around? Why aren't you calling me? She expects people to be there all the time, and she doesn't know. People need space to breathe. So there's a lot of isolation going on with her right now. She feels very rejected, left alone. The pain that she's going through, a lot of that is self-inflicted. You know, she's really looking for a soulmate. And she's confused. She's very, very confused, perplexed, conflicted. Hold on a second. I don't know if something happened between her and Salah, but she's looking for an apology. Somebody's going to apologize. Arrogant, rash-assing, insincere. There's gonna be an apology in there somewhere. She's feeling very hopeful. You know, again, doing the self TED Talks. She's also feeling like she's busy, like time is not on her side. There is a delay and there's a procrastination with getting things done. And why is there a delay in getting things done? Because of this right here. Because she's spending too much time partying and basically just being hedonistic. The rugs, the party favors, like it's slowing her down. It's not helping her to speed up. And somebody is going to be ghosting her. Someone's going to say enough with this and be ghosting her. So she wants an apology because he told her she was dirty, but no lies were spoken. She is. Okay. Ooh, talk to me. Oh shit. Oh boy. Okay, we'll stop there. So this sequence, there's a woman in the picture and it's not Foodie. This is not Chantal. There is a woman around, not Foodie. A feminine energy. And this feminine energy is making waves. It's making her, she's feeling very, very emotional. Because she's been blocked. Not the cousin wife or the wife. I don't know if it's a cousin wife. But yeah, Chantal's been blocked. This wife is saying, bitch, you've been blocked. Get away from my husband. This, everything going on with Chantal, this is basically karmic. This is lesson learned. You're supposed to learn from this, Chantal, that you cannot buy love. You cannot buy people. That this person that you're trying so hard to be with or stay connected to is not for you, it's for somebody else. That's why life, the universe has separated you two. You were not supposed to be with him. He was obviously meant for someone else in some other life that had nothing to do with you. Yeah, and there's family there. He's supposed to be around his family. This has to do with his family. And like she's running, escape. There we go. There's the escape card again. She's trying to run from her problems. Running. She wants to run and she's longing, missing you. Let's talk, reunion. She's just not getting it. The life that he has now has nothing to do with her, and she does not belong there. Chantal, it's like putting a square peg in a round hole. It just doesn't fit. You need to let go. That's not a place for you. It never was. You know, like you want Salah to be like a daddy figure, but he is not your daddy. Okay? You are too much into your lusts and your lustful behavior. You're all about the party vibes and the partying and all of that. But really, what you need to do is focus on your healing. You know, to stop focusing on all these men and giving them money and talking about them. You need to heal you. You. All right. So, what do we got? Oh, boy. Oh. Oh, boy. Okay, we'll stop there. All right, this sequence, possibilities. Like, she's always thinking about her possibilities. Follow your dreams, make up your mind, believe in yourself. There are some possibilities for Foodie, but in order to grab on a new thing, she has to let go of old things. There's like an old poem, I forget who wrote it, but when I was a child, I had to put away childish things. Like I talked as a child, I behaved as a child, but there comes a time when you have to put away childish things and childish way of thinking. And she will never grow up and she will never mature and she'll never get better until she puts away childish things and stop being immature. So if she wants these possibilities, she's got to put away childish things and thinking selfishly and self-centered. She's got to let go that which does not belong with her. She is stressed out. She's getting migraines. She's worrying. Like there's so much tension with her. There is chaos. She's exhausted. And it's very interesting. Okay, that burnt. She's burnt out. She feels trapped. But there is a love affair of some sort, dirty little secret, sex fix down low. Somebody's doing the nasty. There's going to be some divine intervention, protection, prevented from harm. Okay, I just got something off of this. Neo Tarot did her reading, and she indicated that Chantal is still throwing nasty energy at Salah. And possibly the person he might be with. Chantal, you need to stop that. If that's what you're doing, you need to stop it. You're not going to get what you want. You're just going to get more hurt. Like trying to use magic to be spiteful or control or manipulate. No, ma'am. Stop that shit. Like, she's got a lot of wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. She's convincing herself that at some point her and maybe Salah or maybe even Nader can reunite. Like she's keeping that hope alive. Like maybe at some point we can be together. She's feeling very paranoid. She's suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. She's horny. She's horny over there and can't do nothing about it. She's daydreaming, head in the clouds, delusions, hopes, and dreams. Spends a lot of time daydreaming. Spirit is saying you need to recharge, breathe, let go, clear your mind. Again, there's Spirit saying, do for you. Stop doing for other people. Be true to yourself. Take care of you. Take care of you. Oh, shit. This last sequence is a doozy. So she wants laughter. She wants happiness. She wants joy. She wants healing. Nothing wrong with that. And she also wants intimacy. She wants someone to be close to her. She's going to have an epiphany. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen, but she will have one. Self-reflection, answer questions, untapped talent. Something in her is just going to kind of come to face the truth, but uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's coming for Chantal. I really don't know, but she might want to be careful. Why are all the tarot readers picking up on the legal stuff? What's that about? What is going on with that legal card? Looking for... Okay. Yes, it does come up with her a lot. Ease. Come here. I think she already had an epiphany. And what was that? That maybe paying $9,000 for baby care was a bad idea. Did it finally occur to her that paying $9,000 for a baby carrot was stupid? She's being watched. You think so? Durians. Well, she's the perfect person to smuggle durians. I mean, how could you tell one smell from the other? It all smells the same. All right, so I would like to get into I'm going to get into Nina. Let's get into Nina. What's going on with Nina? If she tries to leave again, the police will come for her. I'm sure she does want to leave. That's just Foodie's personality. I don't need the tarot for that. She's childish. She makes a mess and then she runs from the mess. She's alone in Canada. She's miserable, and she thinks the answer to her problems is to run to another country and have someone take care of her, although when she's around that person, all they do is fight. But she's all about transferring her misery to another place and thinking that it's going to get rid of it. No, it's not. It's like, no, that's not going to fix things. You're just taking your problems somewhere else, but it's not going to solve them. Maybe her rage about money laundering yesterday is because it's what she's doing to make extra money. Perhaps. You know, for all we know, she might be a rug mule. transporting party favors here and there. Maybe she can't make money the way she used to because she doesn't have a car. She can't deliver party favors to people. Okay, so let's look into Miss Nina Bachelor. How are you feeling about Foodie, Nina? What's going on with you and Foodie? Yeah, I'm going to get it all into her feeders. What's going on with you, Nina? How do you feel about Chantal? Okay. Oh, okay. Damn, that's pretty hardcore. So, how does Nina feel about Chantal? First card down for Nina, Page of Cups. Yeah, she's the one coming forward with the money. You know, what an appropriate card for Nina, Page of Cups. Somebody like well dressed, and they've got the cup with the fish in it, and controlling the fish. Second card, though, appropriate. You got the addiction card. So Nina is the one that's coming forward, and this friendship, relationship, association, partnership with Foodie, it's not good. It's not good. I asked her, how does she see Chantal? Nina is fully aware of the fact of what she's doing in supplementing Chantal's addiction. She's not dumb. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she likes it. Okay. Yep. Controlling through the money. So Nina is a feeder. And she likes coming to Chantal's defense. Like I'm gonna in front of your face, I'm gonna come to your defense and I'm gonna defend you, and I'm gonna act like I'm your friend, but at the same time, I am paying you for you to hurt yourself. So you're so busy thinking that I'm your friend and I'm your supporter that you're not thinking about what I'm actually doing. I'm giving you money and I'm encouraging you to eat, knowing at any moment something could happen to you. Nina also, like, how does she feel? Like, how does she look at Chantal? She likes the fact that there's a sense of self-importance. She likes being in Chantal's chat. She likes donating the money and being someone of importance and being the one to direct Chantal's content. She was telling Salah that she had walked enough. So Nina was telling Salah that she had walked enough. Yeah, she likes being a top dog. It's an ego thing. Yep. And Nina is part of a group of people that give her a lot of money. Like there's a handful of them. She's one of them. She's not the only one, but she's one of a handful. And they all give money to Chantal for her to do this behavior on camera. Yeah, it's like it's all about keeping Chantal on the world stage and showing off. How does she feel about Chantal? She moves money around in order to give money to Chantal. Uh-oh. Acting all friendly to her face. But death card, big change. I don't know what's going to happen, but something's going to happen. Nina, what are you up to? All right. Oh. How does she feel about Chantal? Oh. Oh. Okay. Second sequence. First card down, we got the queen. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Like anything can happen over there. Change, chance, fate, happiness, cycles, destiny, luck, karma. Ew. We also got the King of Swords, followed by the Moon card. It looks like there's going to be some secrets that are going to be coming out related to the King of Swords. How does she feel about Chantal? This is all about how she feels. That, she gives money to Chantal to get out and do things. Even though the things that she pays for Chantal to do are not good for her, she gives her money to be more active. And Chantal is even fighting Nina. Like sometimes she gives some pushback to Nina. But there is money changing hands with the Temperance card. There's always money changing hands. How does she feel about Chantal? She wishes Chantal would, like take the initiative and make some money versus waiting around for her to always give it to her. Like this just puts a whole bunch of strain on her. Yeah, because all this Chantal does is wait for Nina to give her money. She's not going out and working for herself. Nina feels kind of stuck. Like she got Chantal used to Nina gave too much money too often. Now Chantal expects it. And if Nina doesn't give it to her, she gets mean and she gets nasty. Nina's also trying to hold on to her money. And she wishes Chantal would do the same. Like, when I give you money, why don't you hold on to some of it? Like be more careful with it. Chantal just spends it too much. Yep. Like she sees Chantal as someone that she's always broke. She never has any fucking money. And Four of Swords, she's sick. And nothing is improving like that. Oh, okay. We'll stop there. All right. Third sequence. Ten of Wands. How does she feel about Chantal? Chantal, you're putting a hell of a strain on Nina to always give up that money. And she's getting about tired of it. You're bleeding her dry. Yep. Because the money is going to you. The money is going to Salah. Your need to be victorious and always have things is just, it's too much for her. I did a private reading on Foodie the other day. And one of the things that I picked up from that reading is that those people that are her beezers, they are not entirely at ease with Foodie. There's an underlying fear that she'll go back to the Middle East. Like, as long as Salah is in the picture, as long as she keeps talking about him and we're going to go on vacation and he's around with the couples channel, they're very uneasy. Very uneasy. A lot of them are not giving money because they're uneasy. There's a sense of he's around too much, and at any moment she could disappear. Like, I want to give this woman money and I want to help her out, but I don't know if she's going to pick up and get on a plane tomorrow. Like, I got this sense of like they're not secure with Foodie. The way that she's come back to Canada and then go back to the Middle East after promising that she was going to stay in Canada, they're not feeling secure with her being in Canada because she has talked about, I don't want to be in this apartment. I want to leave. Her lease is coming up for renewal. They don't know where she's going to go. Hey, Sniper. So it's like there's no, like, we don't know where she's going. We don't know what she's doing. We don't know what she's up to. Queen of Cups, how is she feeling about Foodie? She's just over there getting the money. Foodie wants to be happy, be prosperous, but the money is going to Salah and she knows it. How is she feeling about Chantal? She's lazy. She's very lazy. Doesn't want to make her own money. Again, all of this is just saying is waiting around for money. And Nina knows about her nighttime content with the star cards. She knows about it. She knows what Chantal's doing. Okay, second to last sequence. Oh boy. I'm going to stop right there. How does she feel about Foodie? She feels that Foodie has put herself in a cage of her own making. That she's miserable, she's unhappy, she's alone, she's sick. That is how she sees her. And she understands that Foodie wants to go somewhere. She wants to do something. She wants to get out of it. And Foodie is very resentful and has a bad attitude about people asking her to do things. She's stubborn. She's difficult to work with. She also sees Foodie as being very alone, who is trying to portray herself as someone that she has plenty when she does not. She also knows about the magic stuff. And she dreams a lot. Always dreaming in the air. Last sequence. How does she see her? Oh, damn. All right, last one. Oh. So we got the Five of Swords. Chantal, Nina's ready to walk away from your ass. There are people around Chantal right now that are feeders. They've already walked away. They're about done. They are done. and Nina's about ready to be done. Like Nina feels like she has to pick up the slack from other people that were around Chantal that were giving her money. Like there were other feeders giving money, and that way Nina didn't have to give so much. Some of those people are not around, or not around as often as Chantal would wish them to be. So when they're not around, Nina feels like she has to donate more. But Nina's getting to a point where she's like, this is too much. I don't have this much money. I can't give this often. And Nina is burnt out. With the Two of Swords, it's stalling indecision, strength through suffering, peace restored, stalemate. Like she's kind of in a crossroads. Like, what do I do with this situation with this person, Foodie Beauty? She's stalling. Like, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? I'm burnt out. I'm running out of money. She's coming to me too often. She's not working hard enough. I really, really want to let go for my own benefit, but at the same time, I really like her. Yep. Three of Swords. Like, she really does like Foodie. This is kind of a heartbreak of sorts. Like, if she lets go, it's going to cause a heartbreak. But there's going to be some judgment around something. What's the judgment going to be around? How Foodie makes her money, where her money is coming from. Yep, Ace of Wands. Has to do with that content, and there are messages. Two of Cups. The Fool. Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if there's something floating around out there about Nina that has to do with Nina talking to Chantal, paying her for content. But if Nina's been part of that discord that Foodie has, and if she said anything incriminating, it might come back and bite her in the butt. I did hear that there is a sort of a discord. So I don't know if there's somebody in there taking screenshots of things being said, but yeah, feeling like you got away with something. And Nina, I got a feeling you're gonna get milked for money. Someone's gonna take the money and run with you. Don't even think for a minute, Nina, that you are beyond. Like Foodie would never rip you off. Trust me, she would. She would. Just because you are generous with her on YouTube or on Kick doesn't mean that you are above being ripped off and conned by Foodie. She'd do it in a heartbeat. She knows you have money. Just as she is a cow, you are a cow to her. She will milk you of money. Expect it. Expect it. Discord always gets people in trouble. Not entirely. I have a Discord. I talk to people there, but I just stick to a couple of people and that's it. I don't go on public Discords. That's stupid. Like anymore. Stick to those that you know. Hello, Princess. I wrote in her chat and said hi to Salah, and I feel it's not Salah talking. I feel it's Teardrop. She was in chat. Then when Salah came in, Teardrop went out. Then when Salah went, she came back. I agree. Teardrop likes to play little roles, and she likes to pretend to be people. So more than likely it is Teardrop. Just wanting to, help out Foodie. Yeah, you can be a loyal customer and still get taken. All right, guys. Like, this live's going on for a couple of hours. I've got to go and get a couple of things done, but you guys have been amazing. But I'm going to go and take care of some stuff. something that I have to do, but you guys have been great. So I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves, and maybe we'll do another tarot live later. So thank you guys for being here, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.